Hello everyone, I'm Aaron, a birding naturalist. Welcome to my channel. Do you like backyard birding? Do you like birding in your neighborhood? Well, if you do, this video is for you. One of the great things about backyard birding is it gives you this really intimate view of a specific group of birds. And I think there's a lot of value in that. I love backyard birding and also its other sort of permutations. There's a bunch of writing about this kind of subject. There's a book by Ed Young called What the Robin Knows. There's another one by Joan Straussman called Slow Birding. There's another book by Leonda Haupt called Rare Encounters with Ordinary Birds. There are the books from Heyday Publishing, Birds of Berkeley, Birds of Lake Merritt, Birds of Point Reyes, and the one that I'm contributing to this series, Birds of the California Delta. They all sort of focus on the same general idea, and that is sort of hyper-local birding. Getting to know the birds in your specific area, getting to know the birds in your specific neighborhood, getting to know the specific individual birds that live around you. This is one of my favorite spots to come. I've been birding here for a very long time. This is the Poodoo Creek South Fork Preserve. It's just sort of southeast of the city of Davis, California. And one of the great reasons that I think to have a favorite spot to come back to over and over again, a sit spot, as it is sometimes referred to, is that it gives you this perspective on birds like birding in your backyard. That means you get to come to the same spot over and over again. You get to know not just black phoebes in general, but like the pair of black phoebes that lives here and the babies that they raise each year. And watching that sort of annual cycle, you can get a sense of when birds arrive for migration, when they depart for migration. Because you're coming to the same spot over and over again, you get to know the rhythms of that spot. You get to know the characters of that spot. And I think that that allows us as birders to gain a much greater understanding and appreciation for the birds around us. It's not the excitement of chasing rarities. That's fun. I love chasing rarities. Seeing something new and exciting and wild is very, 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 very fun. And stumbling upon something new and exciting in one of your regular spots is also really cool. But what I'm talking about here is really just the advantages of the common, the birds that you see every day, and figuring out what they're doing. And a lot of really amazing things have been learned by doing these kinds of observations. One really great example of this is phenology. Phenology is the study of timing, basically. And so with people watching their local spots and contributing those observations to large data sets like eBird or iNaturalist, scientists have been able to observe things like climate change impacts, birds doing things at different times of year as a sort of response to changes in climate. That's really only possible with lots and lots of people kind of going to the same spot over and over again and just making observations, repeat observations that can be compared to each other over extensive periods of time. And so when you have enough people doing that, you can get this really powerful data set. So on sort of the personal level, I think that birding your backyard, birding your favorite sit spot, gives a lot of very personal rewards. I get to know the little personality quirks of the birds that I am sort of neighbors with, like immediate neighbors with. On a research sort of larger scale, it's really, really useful because, like I said, these repeated observations that can be combined with other observations across an entire state or continent or the globe can yield really interesting knowledge about what birds are doing and how they're doing and how those things are changing. I also think that it's a really good example and reminder of how wonderful birding is as a hobby from an accessibility standpoint. I mean, anybody, anywhere can watch birds in their backyard. Like, there are pretty much birds everywhere, and you don't have to go very far to find them. And I think that's really, really wonderful. And so you can get these personal benefits, and you can contribute to these larger goals from wherever you happen to be, doing whatever happens to make you comfortable. You can get these rewards just sitting on a balcony or in your backyard, watching the birds around you. I think it's wonderful. I think it's one of the things that keeps me going as a birder year after year after year. It's one of the things that I find as birding as a hobby is so rewarding, and why I so enjoy introducing other people to it. So if you share your same feelings, share some comments share your stories in the comments about your favorite sit spot, your favorite backyard birding encounter, or why you found backyard birding or sort of hyper-local birding, slow birding to be so rewarding. As always, thank you very much for the view. Until next time, enjoy the natural world.